And we're live. Hello, hello. We are doing glass pulling, and Morton, who's all geared up here, is getting ready to pull the plug. It's a high temp kiln. Some glass coming down.
And I think it's ready.
It's 1688 and climbing. We're climbing all the way up to 1700 degrees. He's going to pull that plug out there. While he's getting ready to do that, I am going to tell you, Morton has safety goggles on. He has glasses on, gloves on, and he's trying to get this to pull. This is the hardest part of the pull. He's going to be pulling blue vitragraph. It's glass that looks like this. When we get to the end of the tube, or the end of the pull, big tubes come out like this. This is glass. And vitragraph means writing with glass. This is a special kiln. It's about, what do you think, honey? It's about 5 feet off the floor?
Yeah, well, closer to 5.5 because that's what I am.
So there's a hole in the bottom of the kiln. Morton's getting what's called the plug. Right now he's pulling that out. And the kiln, I loaded the pot like this. It's a bigger pot than this. I loaded it with blues. It's melting. He's got it now, don't you, honey?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to zoom right in so we can watch this. And he has hemostats that he's clipped onto it with. And he's just going to look there. See, he's let his hand off of it. He's going to pull a little bit. And I love the plug. Oh, it broke. Sometimes it takes a minute to make this happen. Here it comes. Here it comes. And now that color, honey, would you hold that up just for a second, please? That color is, oh, gorgeous. Oh my gosh, that was gorgeous. It had red in the kiln, so we're going to get a little red and blue to start with. And Morton's just going to, he's going to pull lots of things. He's going to pull some twisties. He's going to make candy canes, little lumps, thick, thin, all kinds of gorgeousness. So if you've never seen this before, comment. Make sure you're tapping. Last week we had over 17,000 people. No, week before. Over 17,000 people watch this. So tap, tap, tap. Let's get it on the For You page. This is something that a lot of people have never seen. Glass pulling. If you're a regular here to our old church, you will have seen this. He's doing a candy cane twist right now. Oh, Morton, I'm excited to see this one. This one is coming out beautiful. Oh my gosh, can you see it? Can you see how gorgeous that's looking? And then he cuts the glass up at the top. It's soft. Look at that. Honey, just lay it down. I'm right on it. That is gorgeous. Babe, that one, do them all like that. Make them all just like that. That one was spectacular. That one was spectacular. We are going to have some, this is going to be a gorgeous pool. I can just tell. And then I don't even want to show you down here. This is what we do with it after. And we make things like this, but I just want to keep you on here. I want to keep you zoomed in and up on here. The kiln is now sitting at 1691 degrees. It will hold there. Oh, babe, keep pulling it down. Make it a little thinner. When it's too thick, I can't cut it, honey. Pull it, pull it, pull it. If he pulls it, it gets thinner. When it's really thick, it's hard to cut. Morton, I want to do this now. Martin's getting to do all the beautiful, beautiful. Yes, Mrs. Vicky says you're making beautiful glass. Look at that. Everybody, like, tap for Morton. Morton's been out cutting firewood. Now he's in here pulling glass. That piece is spectacular. Oh, no, you don't cut those thick ones. I can't use as candy canes, honey. I'll use those to make jewelry. Those will become jewelry. That thick. I need them about 3 mil thick to make candy canes. So you gotta pull faster to make it thinner, babe. These are really, really thick. I'm gonna cut these into slices and then I'll flatten them down into pieces like this to turn into jewelry. Look at that. Oh, these twists are coming out perfect. Look at those. Can you see the colors? Can you see those blues? Oh, yes. Straight down. There you go. Oh, nice and ziggy-zaggy. Yep, just let it in like that. Let it get curly. Here, honey. I'm going to zoom. Babe,
As
babe,
it
babe.
cools, it turns blue.
Yeah, hold on, babe. I'm going to set this up. I want to pull now. Norton's getting all the good pulls. Honey,
Yeah.
I want to pull now. You come over here and read and talk. These are so beautiful. And Brent says good, beautiful colors. Good.
What are you doing? Have you got your glasses?
No, I'm going to just use yours.
Minus prescription.
Okay. Yeah, watching is driving me crazy. I know. See, I know what I want to use these for. Martin does not know that. And this color, I need a lot of. Just keep, let it, yeah, it needs to come down. That thickness of the top is how thick they need to be. Are they prescription glasses?
Yes.
Oh, here's mine. You go read comments, my love.
If you don't re-clamp it at the top when they're really skinny, they flop when you cut them off.
Okay. Are you telling me or everybody?
Well, everybody and you need to move the clamp back to the top or it flops down. She uses it to make fused glass pieces.
You can hold
Like
the face in front of
that's
it.
one of the slumped glass bowls that she's used them for. But you use them for making decorations as the pieces are more fluid than you can make if you're trying to cut or paint with if you're trying to paint them with the glass paint. They become thicker and more tactile, whereas if you use glass paint it tends to like become very smooth and part of the piece. So these are good for more 3D effects, and they're good for like making eyes and things like that on pieces. This is like a 3-part process. Is what's pulling just now is like the first part in the process. You're making the piece, then like the second part's Priscilla lays it out on the artwork, and then it goes into the kiln again as the third part to like be fused all together. So it's quite a long piece. Like sometimes they can be in the kiln 2 or 3 times depending on what you're up to.
There is still red in here. Like
No, when
quite
it
a
cools
bit of
down, it
red.
disappears if you look.
No. This had red in it. Has a little skinny line of red
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah, it'll be coming off the edge of the bowl as
Yes.
it's mixing.
It's beautiful.
But some of them, they look red when they come out, but when the glass cools right down, it disappears. Yeah, it really looks like candy canes when you get some of them mixed properly together. But as you can see, the shapes that are being formed there is, if you cut pieces of glass, you can never get anything that looks like that. So you can get like a lot of random nice shapes that you use when you're like making pieces, make letters and things like that out of them. But you've got to be really careful when you're working with it. Is gloves, glasses, everything like that's really important. And where we're working, the wall to the left is a brick wall. The wall behind the kiln is concrete backer board. Above it's a glass mirror, and below it on the floor we've got concrete board, and it's a metal craftsman shelf unit with the hole cut in it so it can't catch fire. And on the floor we've got I can't remember what temperature it went to, but it was super high. But it was designed initially for using with barbecue and things like that. But it's a floor mat that goes up to, that's able to withstand super high temperatures. So if a piece of glass does shatter and land on it, it doesn't set your floor on fire. And everything that we've got round about it to use is like metal cabinets, metal shelving, things like that, as we try to minimise the amount of stuff that's round about that can go on fire. And you can see like the aluminium trays that we're using to collect the glass in. On the shelves, that's all the stuff that's been cooled for a long time, and they're well away from the heat. They're obviously plastic trays, if you see those at all. And on the wall, we're using magnetic.
I'm gonna have to cut these out.
What's that?
I wrapped that around there, and it's there forever now.
All right.
I gotta break it out.
You can break it with pliers.
Yeah, don't worry about it now, honey. I got these. Oh, look at this little blobby.
So, like when you're setting up, you've really got to consider where you're doing it for safety. Yeah, we've got to, like, everything's as like fire resistant as possible.
Honey, are you able to see what I'm up to?
Yep. The light could be, maybe if you move that light down the pole a wee bit, you can see better because the light underneath's not that good. No, if you move the actual clamp down the pole and shine it up below. Yeah, like that, and shine it up below.
Like that?
Does that look better to everybody with the light now? Because below it was really dark. It looks better for me. Does that look better for everybody? So cool, says Amanda. Is that lighting better for people? Yes, says Tina. Thumbs up for Mrs. Vicky, which was blocked for some reason. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, the kiln that we're using is a kiln from Paragon, and the shelves in it were specially adapted for the pulling vitragraph. There's a hole cut in the bottom of it about 3-4 inches in diameter, and you set the pot inside the kiln, and that's why you're able to pull it out the bottom. So we have other shelves that we can switch out to make it like a solid kiln or a bead pulling kiln and things like that. Yeah, the candy canes are really neat, and that's why you're seeing it. And there's the stainless steel section that it's sitting on with the hole cut that the glass comes through. So what we did was we got the steel shelf unit, and I used the angle grinder to cut the hole in the steel shelf so that we could have it up round about eye level to work at to pull. So it worked out really well. Three Beans likes watching the thing, and they're saying, is that blocked again? Oh, yeah. Through. And they reckon it's a neat way to make candy canes. Hi there, Three Beans. Did you have red in the mix, or is that coming off the pot?
The pot. I'm going to do some circles for wreaths too.
Right.
consistency of this one is amazing. Isn't it? It's really fun
Yeah.
pull. I'm gonna do some twisty.
Thanks for the gifts, everybody. Yeah, it is fun, but you've got to be very careful with it. It's like the temptation sometimes to grab the glass, and it's at 1700 degree glass that's coming out the kiln, so it kind of burns. That's why we've got the gloves on, and we also have like thick welder's gloves for handling stuff as well. So it's you've got to resist the temptation to touch anything, even like for a good few minutes after it's came out the kiln. Is when it's lying in the tray, it's like super hot.
I can't get over how thick it is, babe. It's staying super, like really, really thick.
Yeah, it must be the type of glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, like I was explaining, with it getting up to the 1700 degrees, that we've got the concrete backer board on the wall and on the floor and round about, and it's against the brick wall, and the mirrors and everything to keep the heat off any of the wooden and plaster wainscoting and stuff.
Look at that one's cool.
Yeah, it's not a super long time to cool down, but it does take a few minutes for like from when it first comes out. You would definitely burn your fingers off for a good few minutes.
We are getting some really cool things here. Look at the weight of that one is just bringing itself down. It is so thick. It's super thick tonight.
Thanks for that. It was cutting off the name. I think that might have been the Three Beans. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you look at the page, the 1870 studio, you can see the artwork that Priscilla does with the glass.
And you have some right.
Thanks for sharing there. There is a shelf that you can put in this kiln to actually do glass bead work. But yeah, this can be used to make like small glass beads. As she's got stuff on the shelf, like you can take pieces of it. I don't know if you can see that. That's pieces that have been blobs of it that have been put back in the kiln and allowed to melt for a second time, and it makes the beads. You can use those for eyes and things. This was a piece that was one of the candy cane type pieces. Hopefully you can see that okay, but it's made like a nice big teardrop.
Look
and
at
that's
what that one just did.
all right, and that's the beauty of the stuff. When it goes back in the kiln and melts a second time, it makes all different interesting shapes and patterns that you can mix together. And that's like as well when we get pieces of glass that shatters, is because this is fusible glass, there's no trash, is it forms
I can't get over the variety of color.
it forms what you would call frit, and mixed frit's quite interesting to use. If you grind it up, you can make single coloured frit. We make that ourselves as well. But any scrap pieces of glass, we save them up and we grind them up and make frit, and use the powdered glass. The glass powder, like that's like sort of the texture of flour, we use that to make glass paints, mixing it with aloe vera. And then the other stuff, the more coarse frit, Priscilla uses to like decorate pieces with. Thanks for following.
We're getting a lot of, there's a lot of playtime with this, babe.
Yeah, the glass must have changed because the stuff that was coming out at first was setting quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean, when you look over here, look, there's like reds, blues, all
Eh,
kinds.
we don't really do blown glass at the moment, but I think you could use them as inlays for blown glass, couldn't you?
100%.
Have you done patterned pools? Oh, yeah.
I have this one. That's not a pattern pool though. This one's a surprise pool with a lot of good bulbs on this one, babe.
No, they're not that bad, Pam. Pam reckons that the pieces are coming dangerously close to your arm, but
No.
it's just the angle of the camera. Hi there, Tonya.
Look at all these big bulbs I'm getting, honey.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's weird
So
that
many.
the plug seems to come out quite big. You have to work it fast. We're doing good, thanks, Tonya.
I love that. You know how usually it won't flow?
Yeah.
I think this would flow down if we let it. Like, look, here it comes.
Yeah, the red seems to be.
Like, look, I've never ever had a pool before with this many bulbs in it.
Mm.
Like, there's so many bulbs. Very interesting, this one.
That one was strange as well because the bulb happened at the middle.
I know. You learn something new every time you do this, don't you?
We're not sure if we're seeing the Northern Lights tonight, are we?
No, they said that they're not going to be here tonight. Saw them last night.
She's going to be using them to make, is it fall decorations or Christmas?
Hold the bowl up.
She's been making...
Look at everything.
Been making these slumped bowls that are going in. What package was it?
No package.
All right. The big thick bit in the middle, Miss Reba. It's like a big blob in the middle of it.
Do we ever find the copper pipe? Oh yeah, here we go.
Miss Reba says the lights are meant to be out there tonight.
Oh, well, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not.
That stuff's really fluid. I think you will. And when you first cut it off, I think you'll be able to push them together to a tighter spring.
Yeah. Help. Oh,
You need the cut.
help.
That's not going to cut it. You need the scissors.
I know. Help, help, help. Help.
Where's the scissors?
Oh, never mind. I'll use this hand. Glass gone wild. Look at that one, honey.
Somebody just says, hope you'll be making glass trees again this year.
Yes.
Oh no, what have I just done? Oh yeah, brilliant. Kayla did her citizenship thing. She's officially I'm an American.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yay. And 9 days till Tonya goes to Missouri to set up for a week's selling. Congratulations,
Oh.
Kayla.
Help. Honey, it's going wild. This pool is unlike any other pool I've ever done before. Isn't it? It's wild.
These go back in the kiln, glass AM. As this is the first process in like a 3-step thing. You're making the glass, the vitragraph to get used in the artwork. This is one of the slumped pieces she made using similar pieces.
This one is just so curly-cuey. It's crazy.
You have to pull it faster to make it thinner, Stasha. If you pull it slow, theoretically it makes it thicker. Glassy M likes glass worms.
Some of these look like little worms. And the color is super interesting. This was 5 pounds of glass we're melting here.
Thought you were wanting some straight pieces.
Honey, this glass got a mind of its own. I got things stuck over here. Look, this won't come off.
You've got the leather gloves on.
This thing just, wait, here it comes. Nope. This thing, I'm gonna need it. Watch your eyes. Watch your eyes.
Don't raise it. Here.
Oh. Wait, I'm gonna separate this and get another tray. These are big heavy pieces coming out here.
This glass still super hot through the gloves. How long's that been sitting?
A while, don't.
And that's a big thick welding gloves.
I'm gonna need you to get these undone for me too. I got it now. That's a great one. Thanks, honey. I have never done a pool like this before. Never, ever, 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 ever.
Here.
Super blobby.
Here.
Super blobby. Look at that, it's yellow and blue. I'll give you these back. I like the straight ones. Martin, this one is such a fun pool.
That had sat a good 10 minutes and that glass was still super hot through the welding gloves.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give this to you. And you make your twisty ones. Right? Actually, wait. I'm gonna try to get a skinny long one. Oh, this thing's still hot too. This just isn't gonna work because it's too fluid. You know what I mean? You want to come cut here though for me? After I twist.
Where did you put the scissors?
They're right to the right.
Where did I put the welding gloves?
Just grab them as quick as you can and cut this onto the end. Cut, cut, cut. Honey.
Priscilla, I need to put the gloves on.
Oh. Cut right above there. Thank you. I have never used my glass like this before. This is just craziness. Craziness. It's so thick. Glass springs. I'm going to leave this alone because this stuff is not conducive for this pool. I might be able to make cool Christmas ornaments out of these.
Mrs. Griffin loves the drive pools. I don't know if I missed any comments because I was
Honey,
cutting
come
them.
over here. You come over here and do your little twisty twist. Morton does really cool little twists. Here, I'll pop this on for you. I shouldn't have done that. Here. And grab the gloves. Grab that glove, quickity quick. I'm trying to twist it, honey. Got it. Grab your scissors. That was a wild one. I have never seen a pool like this. I have done so many pools, and this pool, I gotta show you here what this glass is looking like. This glass is coming out so thick and twisty. I cannot wait to work with this stuff. I don't know. I did use iridescent in here. This is true. I'm going to get you here where you can see this happening. See that process? Look at it. It is just coming out of there like crazy. It never happens like that. It's a wonderful flow. Wonderful flow. And look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so thick and so twisty. So thick and twisty. I've never ever done a pool like this before. And I've pulled iridescent, so this is gonna make some gorgeous pieces. Honey, you know what I'm thinking too? What's gonna happen? We are gonna have some big old straws. I bet you at the end of this. Because this has been a thick pool. Ooh. Goes shutting the door on me. Morton is really good at the the twisties like that. Oh no, there's some red stain in this too. There's red stain in this stuff. Babe, you are making, Morton is making amazing, amazing ones just now. Isn't that cane gorgeous, Teresa? Unicorn horns, that's what he's making. Unicorn horns. This is so thick. This stuff is so thick. It normally comes out about this thickness. This one is coming out in thick, thick plugs and blobs. We are getting so many blobbies from this one. Look at that. I'm seeing a lot of Christmas ornaments, truthfully. Yep, almost 8,000. Whoop, 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 whoop. Tap, tap, tap. You keep tapping, we'll keep pulling. I don't know how long this one will take. Did you do anything different with thicker rods than thinner? Yeah, the thinner rods, like here's a thing that I have done up with thinner rods that I'm going to fuse in the kiln. And the thinner rods are best for that. And then here's a piece that I'm going to melt this blob to just become a flat piece of jewelry. Like this. So the blobs typically get made into jewelry like this. Yeah, you could definitely, I did a lot of them that are just little circles that I will just fuse like this in the kiln. And it will just be this really cool little glass pendant. Definitely. They look so cool on a piece of cord. These colors that are happening are just spectacular. I can't wait to show you this at the glass is changing now. I think you're getting more into the blue.
Are
the
you wanting
glass.
any of these curved, or you want them
Just pull them straight. Pull them straight, honey. These ones are, the glass melts in a pot like this. I load the pot, these up, and we use these over and over in these terracotta pots. So I load these up. What are you doing down there?
What?
What are you doing down there?
Straight.
It's making that straight. So it's melted up there. It's 1700 degrees up there. And down there, look at all the different pieces. What's happening? We'll get the light right down there for you then and show you. And up here, there's a hole in the bottom of the pot. There's a hole in the bottom of the kiln. And that's where the glass is coming out. Yeah, I'm going to have Morton. I haven't really talked to Morton about this yet, but I'm going to get the kind of kiln I need to gather glass in. And I want to do more glass blowing here. I loved it. And honey, this was my idea. We get one of those kilns, an electric kiln, right? We get the new 200 amp service back here that we want, right? Mm-hmm. But listen where the glass blowing the glass blowing is gonna happen in the creepy basement. Because that thing is 2000 degrees that glass sits at. And we only do it in the cold months. So it will do double duty. It'll help keep our church super cozy warm. 2000 degrees coming up through the floor, right? And then in the summer months, I just do my little glass blowing on my bench. But I want to redo the creepy basement. This isn't going to happen immediately because I have so much stuff to do. The creepy basement, which I'm going to start calling the glass blowing studio, because I believe, I'm a big believer of we talk ourselves into what it is. So it's not a creepy basement. It is a glass blowing studio waiting to happen. It has an outside entrance. It's so cool. We can put a bathroom down there. We can have great lights down there. And is most of the floor concrete floor?
No.
Most of it's dirt?
Yeah.
Yay, even better. Yes. Yes, the glass blowing studio has a dirt floor, which is great because we don't get water down there. And we want to get rid of our oil heater. We hate it. And we want to get, this is what's happening, babe. We're getting the big Sidor that we can tie into. Babe, that one's so cool. Oh, Martin, that one was so cool. I want to start doing more all glass stuff with Martin.
Starting to get straws.
We're starting to get straws already. Oh, this is a fast pool, but that does feel like a lot of glass that's down there. So downstairs in the glass blowing studio, it sits right underneath our stage here. And there is a big old furnace down there, and there's 4 oil tanks. I want to get rid of them. I want to get this super big. Babe, that one is so cool. I love that one. I want to get the bigger biomass stove than we have.
Yeah, straws.
Okay, just be careful when the straws happen. I'm going to put my goggles back on. Have I ever filmed in the glass blowing studio? No. Well, yes, once. Last year at Halloween, I think. I went down there and did an interview for some TV thing. And then we did Morton and I went live there for a little bit. But down there, if I just have the glass blowing part open down there from October to just run that big kiln, the big one that stays on all the time. If I run that from October through like April, that will really help. That'll really help heat this place up.
I don't know if you can see
There's
that
a
on the
YouTube.
camera. That's a straw.
Yeah, straws are happening now. But I'm going to be able to do workshops down there because the people won't be having to come up in here. And I think I might move my whole glass stuff down there because it's a big space. The space is really, really big down there. I'm going to put up a ton of mirrors, a ton of beautiful lights. And up above are the gorgeous, gorgeous rafters, the beams of the old church. It's going to be beautiful. I'm excited. Honey, I was talking to Aunt Bonnie about it the whole way home. About turning the downstairs basement into a glass blowing studio. Babe, just be so careful with the shattery bits. We can have a bathroom down there. The glass straws means that it's ending. Morton, you explain it better. Tell them why that
Drawing
happened.
air through the centre. Is it the level of the glass
hole.
is low enough that it's able to draw air through the middle? It's like flowing out. So as it's flowing down, if you can picture, it's like a sinkhole with all the water's flowing down through the middle, and it's like a wall of glass flowing down rather than like a solid pour.
But you know it's, babe, that one is spectacular. I can't get over the color of this pole. I jokingly said, can anybody guess what color this is going to be? Because I packed it all blue. There's blue in there, but it's so cool. And usually it takes about an hour to do the pool. Dee, isn't it fascinating? And I think, babe, if we did that and if we got the glass down there, all our glass fusing stuff, my glass blowing stuff, if we had that down there, all the kilns down there, right, babe? In the summertime, like firing my little kilns and even doing this stuff in the summer. And I have, I really stopped during the whole COVID thing of marketing this stuff because this stuff here that we're producing here, this stuff sells a little box, a little tray, half the size of this tray sells for about $40 just in the raw material with the curlicues and all and the twist. And I had 4 shelves like that were completely filled downstairs, and that's all I have left. I've like sold out of that to people who do glass fusing. So, but babe, moving it all down there, it would be wonderful to turn the half of this room back here into that bathroom that I want to put a really big, gorgeous bathroom back in here, right behind our bed. And then over on this other side here, maybe do that, maybe keep that like my office, right? Because I definitely need office and shipping space. But I definitely want a bathroom here. I don't do any COE 90 because I buy all Yucagani. I love Yucagani glass. It's made here in Pennsylvania. Their colors are incredible. And yeah. So I don't do bullseye.
Because it's like needs to flow.
And I don't ever want to have a studio where I have both of the COEs because you can only do one or the other. So I just use the 96. And this is some things that I have set up to go in the kiln. There's one of my straws. These are some bowls that I have made using the vitragraph from last week before last. I love little freeform bowls. Honey, look, this for a tea bag spoon and to hold your tea bag in.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting by a teacup. Hello. COE means coefficient of expansion. Look at this one. This one looks like alabaster. I hear my son giggling outside. He must be looking in the window. Look at that one. Look at that color. It's like opal with light behind it. And then this one. This looks beautiful with the light behind it too. And see, you can never cut glass this shape. Yes. And these are great to hold trinkets, jewelry, that sort of thing. And these would make beautiful, beautiful little wind chimes too, because hear them. Yeah, they're perfect for holding rings.
I can't get a pick of this, I think it's finished.
Just, yeah. It still has a long way to go. Why don't we, could we set an empty one up below there? Because I don't want to turn that kiln off.
I don't think
Dang,
anything's going to happen.
that kiln still has 1 hour and 47 minutes to go. How did it go that long?
Different glass. I mean, that was 45 minutes that pulled in that time.
Yes.
The last time it took 2 hours.
That was crazy fast. I'm going to take you over by the kiln. We'll zoom in here and I'll show you some of these colors. These are going to be, watch for some incredible things being made here. And if anybody does glass fusing,
the size of the hole in that, I don't know. It's like maybe a bigger hole than what was in the one last week.
oh, it could be, but I don't think so.
Well, look at the size of the hole in that pot
I'm
that's
going
on the
to
table.
push this light down here to show you. Look at this glass. Let's look at this glass, shall we? Look at it. Look at those colors. Did you ever think these colors were going to happen? I did not. Look at those colors. Babe.
Mm-hmm.
That red mixed with the green, because there was red on the side of the pot. It mixed with the blue, I should say. And it made the coolest looking greens and blues. Look at that one. Oh. Let's look at some of these up close. Look at that one.
Was that the pot that was in last week? I think that's what it is. The diameter of that hole's about half what's
Look
in there
at these. I know this was magic one, this one. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at these colors. Look at this. I sound like that. Oh my gosh. And look at this stripy. Babe, this one looks so cool. Look at that. This has been a gorgeous glass pool. I'm going to make, I'm going to do some plaid stuff with this. And then over here, oh my gosh. Wait till you look at these colors. Look at that. These are going to be so cool. I want to work with these tomorrow. And here's the plug. This is the first piece that came out. This is the plug, the big one here. Look at that plug. Oh! What was that? Where'd you come from? Oh my gosh. Look at that one. That one just popped off as something. Now this stuff will be annealed. Look, this is how I expected this one to look. This is what I thought this pool was going to be. Right here, this color, Morton.
Mm-hmm.
Look Look at all these colors. We got some of them, but look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. Things move around as it heats. I mean, as it cools. This is why you have to anneal the glass. I'm going to poke you up underneath the hole. We'll flip you around. Flip. Hello. You're going under the kiln. See it? Look it. There's still some in there. There is still some in there. But this has been one incredible pull. One incredible pull. These colors are so cool. So cool. Morton, I was not expecting that. I love it though. I love it. I'm going to put a lot of those on like an iridescent white to really, really highlight those colors. I love them. Honey, just leave it. Just leave it. He's trying to get a straw. Look how dark the church is. Alexa, turn on forest.
Okay.
A little bit light. A little bit. What was that light from? Alexa, turn off forest.
Okay.
Thought I saw. Oh, it's one of the solar lights blinking. I couldn't be any happier with that pull. I'm going to have to use a new pot and put my blue in. Pack another blue. You made candy cane and fused glass for projects. So cool. I love it. Look, he's getting a nice straw out now. I'm going to set you down so don't wiggle you. It's not a straw. Oh, he's twisting it so it's not a straw. I'm excited to see this. The colors, honey, are coming so good. We like to get every little bit out. It's not going to bend. The thin stuff won't bend. But the thin stuff is great to make confetti glass with. Oh my goodness. We have 17,000 likes. Thank you, everybody. We have 52 people watching. Thank you for that, too. Thanks for being here on Friday night. Thanks for sharing the live. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Yep, there's no waste with glass. This is true. This is true. I'm happy to answer any questions. There are no trade secrets. I will tell you straight up how we do everything. Happy to. Morton's getting a lot of cool stuff out now, but it's over. The glass pool is over. I can't believe how quick that one was, honey. These will be fused out. The other kiln
Yeah, I
is...
think I need to give up. It's just shut on
Yeah,
being...
just give up. Now, the important question. How should you get started with glass making? Go take a class. Go take a workshop. Find a glass studio around you and do that. How soon can you work with this pool? As soon as it's cool. There will be cool pieces in that one. There are cool pieces. Oops, let me zoom you in right there. Definitely cool pieces in there. We have red and white candy canes that I've made last year. that I'll be fusing again this year. Yes, in Vegas. Yeah, the Vegas Expo is so cool.
No red and
To
white.
go
no.
to it. No, no, not that one. There's red and white candy canes over there. They're to the left, I think. Oops. I'm trying to zoom you back out. And there we go. They're under that tray. They're under, nope, the other one, towards the cemetery. Let me.
Thin straw.
Oh. We do have red and white twisted cane somewhere. Somewhere. So now we have to decide, do we want to just, they're not down there.
No, there wasn't one then, I don't think.
No.
They're all oranges.
Yeah. The now you have to decide, do you want to just turn the kiln off? Honey, take the I'll push the button to stop it, I guess. The or if you want to, just push that first button. Martin's gonna put the tools back. Awesome, awesome way to tidy up afterwards. Awesome, awesome, awesome. No, all the way towards the cemetery. There's a button that says stop and start. See it?
Right.
Just push that one time. And it stopped it. Push it one more. No.
It's saying stop. I think it's because the element, if it doesn't crash
Yeah.
the element.
Yeah. It just stopped it there. I will watch it and make sure it's coming down. Yep, 1694, 93, 90. Yeah, it stopped. 87, the temp falls quick. 84, 1684, 1682. Yeah, gotta be tidy with these tools. Any questions for Morton or me? We're happy to answer them. Morton, do you like pulling glass?
Yeah, it's good fun.
And do you want to show them your invention that you made?
Well, it's not exactly an invention, it's just how to control the tool better. It's the nipper for porcelain tile and everything that we got at Harbour Freight, and I just used the electrical clamps.
We should put a clamp on here to hold it onto the side because this moves around.
And I've got pieces of block that we stick in
And
here,
here, all
and it governs
Wait,
how
wait,
thick
wait.
a piece you chop it to.
I'll hold this and you can chop it. I'll hold it.
It's going to be quite long.
Yeah. Let me poke him out of there.
But when you put one of the little wooden blocks I've got there in it, it sort of keeps them all to the same length. Whereas, not let them fleeing.
These might turn into little earrings. Okay, so this stuff that he's just been cutting, let me hold this up and you can see. Look at the center of that. Well, I don't know that you can see. The center, it's not focusing. The center is one color. Can you see that? Yeah. And then it's the red and orange twist around. Yes. Yes. So there you have it. Glass pulling 101. We are done. We're down to 1588 degrees. That thing will cool back down to whatever the temperature is in the room. And when it cools back down with that on it, with a lid on it, the your elements won't get a thermal shock from cooling down too fast. And we normally do this over a big Rubbermaid, like these big tubs here. Did you see where that other piece went?
Oh, right over there somewhere.
There it is, right by that stand. Right by that leg. I walk back here too many times on my bare feet, don't I, honey?
And it's got a yellow core if you look at it.
Yeah, it has a yellow core. I love it. Oh, Teresa, I'm so happy that you liked it. We're getting ready to. Our son's taking. That's a laser back in here for doing wood and tile and all that stuff. He's taking that downstairs. He's gonna have that in his crafty studio part. But I will be making things. Tomorrow I'm gonna be loading the kiln with this stuff before we leave for the wreath barn. If anybody's in the area, honey, right, come to the wreath barn. We're gonna be there. And
Switch back to my other Gregory's.
thanks. Susan says we're a great team, babe. That it was very fascinating. Thank you for that. And tomorrow, oopsie, touched the wrong thing. Tomorrow, we will be at the wreath barn. And I was thinking about taking the Christmas cards and showing everybody how to make the little boxes with the Christmas cards. But you.
Sorry.
We'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to schedule the live I'm going to do Stained Glass Sunday at 11 on Sunday. So I'm going to schedule that live right now and watch the stuff.
You're going to be at that place on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll just go at noon.
Right.
Just go in at noon. Well, afternoon. Watch for all the cool stuff coming up. Because there's a lot of cool stuff coming, isn't there, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to finally fuse some glass with me?
Who?
You.
Yeah.
Martin's going to fuse glass too. He needs to start fusing. All right. Have a great night. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for being here. Say bye, honey.
Cheerio, everybody.
Bye-bye.